She walked into the house laughing, light, carefree, like nothing had changed, like she hadn't just burned everything we had to the ground. You ever experienced that moment where time seems to grind to a halt when someone you trusted with every part of you crosses the threshold, wearing a smile that doesn't belong to the life you've built together? That moment, I lived it, and I'll never forget the sound of her laughter. Her name was Marissa. We'd been together for nearly 5 years, married. For 2, I thought, she was my person, my closest friend. We had dreams we talked about often, buying a house, adopting a dog, maybe kids when we were ready. I put in long hours, gave everything I could to make that life possible. She worked part-time at a boutique, said it gave her breathing room while she figured herself out. I never complained. I trusted her, supported her through it all, and maybe that was where I went wrong. Things didn't change overnight. It crept in like a slow leak. It's the way her goodnight kisses became quicker, colder. The guarded way she tilted her phone whenever she got a message. Her face lit up each time her screen buzzed. I noticed it all. Of course I did. But I convinced myself I was imagining things. Told myself I was being too sensitive, maybe even a little insecure. One evening I asked her casually, "Who's messaging you so late?" She smiled too quickly. "Asha." "From work," she said. You know how she is, but her voice had a rehearsed feel to it, like she'd practiced that line. I didn't push it. That night as she slept beside me, her phone tucked tightly under her pillow. I stared at the ceiling wide awake. Then came Friday. She told me the girls from work were going out, dinner, and maybe a few drinks afterward. I said, sure. Told her to enjoy herself. She wore a red top I hadn't seen in ages, tight jeans, a new perfume that I didn't recognize. You look beautiful, I told her. She winked and said, thanks, babe. Don't wait up, but I did. Midnight passed. Then 1 a.m., still no messages, no calls. Something in my gut twisted with every tick of the clock. And then I did something I never thought I'd do. I opened her laptop. It wasn't even locked. Her email was still open. Right at the top, one message stood out from a name I didn't recognize. The subject line read, "Last night was amazing." Ow. My hands shook as I clicked it. Ow. And the words I saw. Bold, graphic, laughing emojis scattered between the lines. Felt like they punched the air from my lungs. Descriptions of their time together. A hotel room. The way he touched her. How she couldn't stop thinking about it. How she hoped they could do it again soon. Maybe even tonight. I couldn't move. Just sat there staring at the screen, the silence. Deafening. I didn't cry, didn't yell. I just sat in that moment feeling 1,000 things and nothing at all. Then I got up and began to pack. I didn't make noise. I didn't slam drawers or throw things. I took what I needed. Some clothes, my passport, a folder with important documents, emptied just one drawer. That's it. Before I left, I wrote a note. It wasn't long, just enough to say what needed to be said. You laughed your way into someone else's arms. Not laugh. You're way out of the life we built. I'm gone. Don't try to reach me. I left the note on the kitchen counter right beside the coffee maker she used every morning. I knew she'd see it. And then I walked out. I checked into a small hotel, sat at the edge of the bed, and finally I broke. I cried for hours, not just because she cheated, but because she made a mockery of it. Because it didn't mean the same to her as it did to me. The next day, I turned off my phone and disappeared. No messages, no calls, no scrolling through feeds, just silence. That kind of silence that forces you to sit with everything, to feel it all, raw and real. When I finally powered my phone back on, it lit up with missed calls. 47 of them, dozens of texts. The first one said, "Can we talk, please?" Then came the panic. "Where are you?" "I'm freaking out." Followed by deflection. "You're overreacting." Didn't mean anything. And finally, "I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Please come home." But the truth is, she wasn't sorry. Not that night. See, months ago, I had installed a small security camera by our front door after there were break-ins in the neighborhood. I'd forgotten all about it until that night. Pulled up the footage. She came in just after 2:30 in the morning. Shoes in hand, mascara smudged, still giggling, tapping away at her phone, carefree, smiling, until she saw the note. She stopped cold, stared at it for a long moment, 30 seconds, maybe more. Then the panic hit. She grabbed her phone and started dialing. Her face went from confusion to desperation to fury in a matter of seconds. That's when I knew I'd done the right thing, because if someone can come home smiling after betraying the one who gave them everything, then they were never truly yours to begin with. I never went back, never replied. I changed my number, moved into a new apartment in a different city, switched jobs, wiped the slate clean. Sometimes people ask if I still think about her. And the truth is, I miss the version of her I thought I knew, the woman who danced barefoot in our kitchen. The one who made me believe in a future and forever, but the one who walked through that door laughing after a night in someone else's bed. I left her behind the moment I walked out that door, and I never looked back.